Hello, everyone. We're live.
Happy Thanksgiving or belated
I
Thanksgiving.
know. Happy belated Thanksgiving to all of you. How are you? We miss you last week.
How was
We
the turkey?
yes. How did you guys do with the turkey? Did you eat a lot? I'm thinking.
Did
Did you?
you cook? Did you go out?
I know. What did you guys do? So I was out of town these holidays, so no turkey for me. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have plenty in Christmas, and I'm okay with it. And what about with you, Anna? What did you do?
We went to Austin for Thanksgiving, so we made reservations at a steakhouse and we had turkey there. So it was pretty nice, pretty good
Yeah,
dinner. Yes, very good dinner.
I'm pretty
So
sure.
we were
That's
happy. We did some shopping, so that was good too. And
awesome.
yes,
Awesome. I love to do something different for Thanksgiving. It's always
yes,
fun, right? To be traveling or make reservations. So, how's everybody doing? We miss you guys. We're here to answer all of your questions, real estate related or lending related. This is after hours real estate questions and answers. I know that everybody's busy today because of what is it, Cyber Monday? Everybody's shopping online.
yes, and everybody's getting ready for Christmas, which
I
is it's coming in a I don't know what is it, 26 days, 27 days. So
Well, yes, because today is the 29th, right? Tomorrow,
yes, the
yes,
30th and then the first. Yeah.
yeah, Wednesday will be the first. So we have what, maybe 25, 26 days, and that's it. It's Christmas.
Yes.
And the year is over. So
Yes.
it's so now the next question that everybody has asked me recently is, do I still have time to buy property? Yes, you still have some time. But the only thing that you do need to know though is we're running into the appraiser issue, right? Because there's a lot of files going on. So the appraisers are taking a little bit longer, which you already knew about that. But
Mhm.
yes, you can still be in your new home in January for sure. Okay,
Yes.
you may close by the end of December, 30 days, and
Mhm.
then be in your new home by January 1st, start the new year in the beautiful new home. That will be great.
Yes. Yes, that would be great. And remember for people, and we can remind them later on, maybe February, that as a homeowner, you also have discounts or things that you can claim in your tax return so that your the taxable income is less. Taxes are usually you can count them. Insurance sometimes you can count it. Mortgage interest you can put in your tax return. So all that is gonna help you so that Uncle Sam doesn't keep all of the money that you have paid him. So hopefully, maybe you get a refund or something. So being a homeowner does help you in your taxes.
Definitely. Yes.
Yes.
Listen to that. You
Mhm.
want to be a homeowner, stop paying someone else's rent. I know it's easy to pay, I mean, to rent because, I mean, you're not in charge. I mean, you don't have to worry about taxes and maintenance and all of that. But I guess your goal should always be try to become a homeowner. I mean, I guess that's the ultimate goal. And we're here to help you. I mean, make your home dreams a reality. I'm here to help you find a home, negotiate for you, either sell or buy as soon as possible. And Anna is here to provide the most important of all, which is the money, the lending. So
Yes.
let us know if you have any questions. We're live now. If you have any questions, you can send us a message, anything. And we missed you last week, but we're here now. Let us know if you have any questions. So, Anna, what is
Yes.
going on in the real estate lending world?
So the same thing you just mentioned. Somebody just asked me today, if we get under contract, can we close by New Year's? And I told them, yes, it's very possible that we can close by
Yes.
New Year's, 30 days. It'll all be depending on appraisals. We have some appraisals that take a week, some take 2 weeks, some
Yes.
3 weeks. It just depends. So
It just depends. Yes.
but we
Right.
will get everything else ready so on the file so that we're pending its appraisal and then we can hopefully get a clear to close right after that. So it's very possible that you can still be in your house by New Year's.
Definitely. It is possible. Now,
Yes,
what are we drinking today, Anita?
I have coffee.
Okay, I'm having the green tea, the one that I talked to you the other day. It's pretty
Yes,
good. It's pretty good. So I hope you guys are enjoying a drink. It's already after hours. You're already out of work.
it's nice weather outside.
I know the weather is awesome,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes,
It's perfect for what is it, a little chimney or a heater, right?
yes,
When it becomes hotter. I'm sorry. Yeah, colder, colder.
Older. Yes, yes. I had a question from a guy that was a truck driver. He was asking me that he has heard that being a truck driver is difficult to buy a house because
Mhm.
they don't get paid like most people. Most people have a salary, or most people get paid $16 an hour.
Yes.
But for truck drivers, they get paid like cents. They get like 15 cents per mile, 20
Oh,
cents per mile. So he's like, how do you count that? Because I don't have like a set income. And I told them it's kind of the same way as everybody else that's hourly. We basically take averages. How much have you made this year in your commissions? How much have you did last year, the year before? And then we take an average. So it's a little bit more documentation for us because we have to show, one, that you're a truck driver, that you like being a truck driver. It's a very I guess heavy business. I mean, they're always on the road. They're away from family. So it's not easy to be a truck driver. They do getting good income, but I told them we can get it done. We've done a lot of loans for truck drivers. It's very possible. Don't listen to the people that say, oh, it's impossible or it's very difficult because of your job. I'm like, let's just get the documentation, look at it, and hopefully we'll have a loan program for them.
let me ask you about that, Anita. Today I had a client planning to relocate from California, and
Mhm,
he's a truck driver, right? So the first thing he asked me is, what do I need, right? I mean, I'm living and working in California, but now I want to come and live in Texas. I mean, what are the requirements? I mean, that a lender will need in order to qualify a truck driver.
mhm,
So I assume is pretty much the same that we usually ask, right? So I
mhm,
said pretty much you have to do your income tax, right? I mean, your bank statement, if you have any pay stubs, and of course your credit, right? That's what I said.
mhm,
You go, but if you want anything more specific, I highly recommend to talk to an expert. So you are an expert on lending. What I mean, for all of our friends that are looking at us, I mean, watching the show right now, and that they know someone that is a truck driver or themselves are truck drivers, right? And they want to buy a home, what would you recommend them to do?
So in the case of the client that you're talking about,
Mhm.
I would ask, okay, you're living in California, you want to buy a house in Texas. What ties you to Texas? And the answer may be my
Family.
family lives there, or I grew up is
Hola,
in
Juan. How are you? Ana, Juan is there.
Hola, Juan.
I
Thank
know.
you.
I have you
Gracias,
had a good
Juan.
Thanksgiving, Juan. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And
Yes.
you're here now.
Hopefully you ate a lot of turkey.
Of course. Lots and lots of turkey.
Yes. So I was saying we would ask him like what ties you to Texas? Maybe he was born here, his family lives here. I had one truck driver that was from California, but his route was actually California to far Texas and then back. And that was all his route. He didn't go anywhere else except that route. So he says, I'm very familiar with the area. The houses are more affordable. I just like it over there. I want to move. So in that case, it's not a problem because his route wasn't going to change. But now instead of coming California to far Texas, he was going to go far to California. So it was the same thing.
Okay.
If it's a gentleman that only drives in California, let's say that he's a truck driver and he just travels California, California, California,
Mhm.
what I would ask him is your employer also based out of Texas? If your employer has a satellite branch or something here in Texas, then there's not a problem because instead of just working out of California, now he's going to be transferred to Texas. So we would just get that documentation.
Okay.
If he says, no, my company is only in California, I only do California, then in that case, I would ask them, do you have something lined up? Do you have already maybe a new employment that you're going to start in Texas? A
Nice.
new employer.
Hmm.
Um, what else?
In
Some
the
some
meantime, can you qualify him with the income that he's reporting in California? Can you
if
use that
if
income?
if he knows for sure that he's gonna quit that job and start a new one here, then no,
Ah,
because that income is no longer gonna happen. So we don't know what he's gonna get over here.
I see.
But let's say that he's married. Let's say that he's married and he says, okay, I'll continue to work in California but my spouse is going to move 100% to Texas, then we can do it because the spouse and the children are going to be here 100%. So every customer will be different. Now, we also have a lot of truck drivers that are self-employed. They own their own trucks. So they basically subcontract themselves to bigger companies. So in that case, it doesn't matter where they work because they're self-contractors. They can have their truck anywhere in the United States. So
Sí.
it's just a matter of getting the story from the customer, finding out, asking a lot of questions, listening. When we take an application, I want the customer to talk 50% of the time and me the other 50. I don't want to be doing all the explanation. I want to hear them, what their story, what are they trying to do. That way I can see, okay, how can we make it work or do we have to wait?
I see. Okay, so then each case is different, but it all depends if you're gonna be able to take, because I kind of told them maybe we can begin the process with
Mhm,
the income that you have in California. I go, but I'm not sure yet because I think you
mhm,
need to talk to someone that knows.
mhm,
You go,
mhm,
maybe we can begin that, and then when
mhm.
you prove that you have a job, a stable job in Texas, then they'll know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I said maybe there's something that you can do like that.
Yeah,
So then,
we can talk.
right? So
Yeah,
then
we
for
can talk to them and see what they're trying to do. Are they trying to relocate with the same job? Are they trying to relocate to a new job?
Mhm.
Because
Okay, so
we'll
then,
have different requirements. But typically, what we would ask, it would be a government issued ID, like a driver license, or their residency card. We would ask for pay stubs for 1 month. We
okay.
would ask for the W-2s of 2019 and 2020, no tax returns, just the W-2s,
Oh,
and one bank statement, the last bank statement. So it's going to be typically four things, and based on those four things, how much income they have reported and what they're making this year, and the debts that we have on credit will determine how much they'll qualify. So it's pretty easy. It's four things. Have them ready with you. If you're gonna upload them to the system, my app, when you do the app, if you're doing it through your phone, it lets you take a picture and then you can scroll left and right, make it cleaner, make it darker, depending how what you need. And once you submit, I get an alert that everything has been submitted. So technology is great. Before we had to make copies, people had to come to the office, we had to scan things. Some people would even send them through the regular mail. Now it's on the phone. Everything, take a picture with your phone, send it very clean. I can have it within seconds, and we can get you pre-approved within minutes. So if you want to buy a house, there's no excuses.
I know. Okay, so then I'm trying to make a note here for I'm calling. Oh, no, no, no. For our friends that are watching us and they know a truck driver or they are themselves truck drivers and they want to buy a home. So you said one bank statement. What else did you say, Anna?
Pay stubs for 1 month. Pay
Pay
stubs.
stubs for 1 month.
ID, like a driver license, a
Mhm.
government issued ID,
W-2s?
and W-2s for the last 2 years.
W-2s for the last 2 years.
For those that don't know what a W-2 is, a W-2 is a little form that you get from your employer at the end of the year that says, in 2020, you make $53,000. We took
Okay.
8,000 of taxes, 200 of Social Security, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So that's the little form so that you can do your tax returns. A lot of times when I tell a person, send me your W-2s, they send me the first page of the tax return. I'm like, no, the W-2s is the little form that your employer gives you so you can do your tax returns.
Okay. Okay. So then you don't need the income tax then.
We used to need income tax returns about 2 years ago because the IRS allow for people to put employment expenses. So
Mm,
about 2 years ago, people would put, let's say a truck driver would say that he made 50,000, but then he would put gasoline 40,000, food 1,000,
okay.
uniform. So they would write off everything. So then the profit would be zero. But
Mm.
the IRS did away with that form. You can no longer put employee expenses.
Oh,
So
I
then,
see.
so then you don't need them. The only time we would need the tax returns is if you're self-employed.
Okay. Okay.
If
So
you're
then
self-employed, yes, we need
I
two
guess
years.
my next question for all my Facebook friends here and everybody watching us, it was are income tax required for everybody? I mean, it's not no longer required for anyone, or is it only for truck drivers?
Only for self-employed.
So then now income tax are required only for self-employed people.
Yes, or people that have, let's say that I have rental properties. I'm a landlord and I rent my properties and I want to use that rental income. Then I need tax returns because I should have reported them there on Schedule E. But other than that, we don't need. If you are a person, let's say a veteran or somebody that receives like Social Security or an annuity from retirement, we can take the income that you get on your bank statement and use that income as income. But you know that a lot of people pay taxes, like 15% of taxes or deductions. So if I want to go higher, if I don't want to go with what they made on the bank statement, I want to gross it up. Then in that point, they'll ask me for tax returns. But it's rare. But if that happens, I'll tell the customer. I'll tell them why, if I need to push income a little bit further. But most customers are just four things: ID, pay stub, W-2, bank statement. So
Okay.
it's fairly easy.
Okay. So let me see. Okay, so then that's good to know. So when did the rule change, Hannah? I mean that's
So about 2 years ago, when you no longer can expense out things from work, uniforms, food, then that went away because nobody's expensing it out. We know that what you make is what you're gonna report.
I see. Okay, great. Okay, so Facebook, well, actually, for all of our friends watching the After Hours Real Estate Show, remember, I mean, income tax are no longer required only for self employed. But I mean, truck drivers, some of them can be self employed, right? So then,
Yes,
and some
yes,
of them do not. I mean, they, work for a company. So then
yes.
you work for a company, then you do require them?
No, if they work for a company, we only require W-2s.
W-2s. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
if they are owners of their own truck and they're, let's say that I have my own truck and but then I drive for Frito-Lay, then
mhm.
in that case I'm self-employed. I'm a little contractor for Frito-Lay, but I'm still self-employed. A lot of people say, well, it's not my business. He's
Mhm.
my boss. I'm like, yeah, but you're still a contractor. They
Yes.
hire you. They don't give you benefits. They don't pay insurance. They don't take away taxes. How do you know if you're self-employed? If your employer does not take away taxes or Medicare or Social Security, then you're self-employed.
Yes, that's
You're
good.
a contractor. So
Yeah.
yeah, so again, for truck drivers, how do we calculate income? Because income, they get paid per mile. So let's say that we look at their pay stub, and so far this year they made 50,000, and we say okay, and it was up to the end of November. We'll divide the 50,000 over the 11 months that have passed, and that's the income we can use. If in 2020 the income was less, we can either take the average of the less plus this year and go with that, or we have to explain why last year was less so that we can use the higher one.
I
Uh,
see.
so we'll get that. Per diem cannot be used. A lot of truck drivers get per diem. The employer gives them, let's say, $100 a day so that they can eat or so that they can stop at a rest stop or a hotel motel and rest for a little bit or take a shower or something. Per diem is not income we can use because per diem is non-taxable. So that's something
Mm.
that truck drivers, sometimes they tell me, oh, I make 150,000. But then when I look at the pay stub, I realize that out of the 150, 50,000 was per diem. So actually the only thing I can use is 100. Only things that are taxable can be used.
Okay, okay. Okay, so then if you're watching this, I mean, let me just repeat. If you're a truck driver or you know someone that is a truck driver that is interested on buying a property, okay, remember, these are very good tips for you to know. Okay, we're discussing about how to get you qualified. I mean, we've been receiving all of these questions, I mean, from truck drivers, from people relocating, especially to the area that their business is truck driving. So yes, it is possible. You still have time, okay, to buy a home. I mean, before the end of the year, or maybe moving into the home at the beginning of the year. And we just learned something new. We learn something new every day. So no income tax required unless you're self-employed.
Yes.
Okay.
And
And
truck drivers do get very good income.
I know.
So yeah, they
So
yeah,
now,
it's a good client.
now, Anna, what about, they also asked me, what about the credit score for a truck driver? I mean, what are the, I don't know, the scores
The
that you guys are using?
the minimum that we accept is a 600 credit score for a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
If for whatever reason their score is lower, we have a simulator that tells us if you do this, your score will go up this much and how fast. I had a customer this morning, he applied and he got a 571 credit score. And I went and I looked at it. He had a few late payments, he had a vehicle and a collection. He didn't have anything else. Everything else was closed, old. So then the simulator told me if he opens a credit card for $300 and charges $20, his credit score will go up to a 628 in 30 days, in a month. It takes the credit card 30 days to report to his credit because it's brand new account. So I told them, go get a credit card in the mall. I hear there's some stores that are very easy to get a credit card. Or
Yeah.
if you get any offers at home that says you're pre-qualified, open those. That means that they've already looked at your scenario. If you have Credit Karma sometimes offers tells you like these credit cards are suggested for you for your scenario. So I told them you just have to open one account, charge $20, go put $20 of gas, and within a month his score was gonna go up about 40 to 50 points. So that's great.
Wow.
He doesn't have to pay off debt.
Okay.
He doesn't have to pay collections. He doesn't have to go fight things off. All he has to do is get a new credit card.
Okay, so that sounds easy, isn't it, everybody? So then just get a credit card, right? And
Yeah,
and charge what, $20, you said?
$20. That's it.
And just make sure you pay them, obviously. I
Yes.
mean, at the end of the month. And how long is it gonna take, Anna, for the credit score to?
In his case was 30 days because since it's a new account, we need to wait for the he has to apply for the credit card. They need to mail it to him. He needs to activate it, go charge it. And then when the statement comes out, the date that the statement is printed, that's when the company reports to the bureau. So typically it will be about 30 days for the credit score to appear when somebody's opening a new account.
Okay, so that sounds great. I mean, that is something that a lot of my friends here that are planning to buy a home and we're dealing with issues of not making it to 600 credit score. That is the best advice I've heard. I mean, it's easy.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure it can be any store, right, Anna? It can be, I don't know, Target
Yes.
or.
Yes, I would also like maybe do some research. What are the stores that are easy to get credit? Like for
Okay.
example, the banks sometimes are difficult,
Mhm,
but I hear in the mall, Victoria's Secret is
mhm.
easy, Buckle is easy, Discovery is usually good,
Yeah.
Capital One is good, Open Sky. If you go to creditcards.com also, you can select their credit range on top, and then it has like bad credit, good credit, excellent credit. Select bad credit, select the worst category so that you ensure that you get approved, and then it's going to tell you there. Credit cards for people with 350 credit score, credit cards for people with 400 to 600. So it gives you ranges of credit, and it'll tell you this credit card will approve you.
Oh,
So then,
wow.
so then you can try that also.
Wow,
Credit
that's great.
cards.com.
Did you hear that, everybody? You see, I mean, After Hours Real Estate give you plenty of details and plenty of free information to help you, I mean, achieve or buy the home of your dreams. Did you hear what Anna just said? Creditcards.com and select I guess, the lowest credit. I mean, and once you select the lowest credit, there's going to be a credit card that will, uh, what is it, qualify you or give you the credit card. And with that, you were going to start building your credit. And very soon, it depends the case, but it could be a month or 2 months or whatever, 3 months, and your credit will increase. Isn't that great? So now, no more excuses that you don't have a good credit. You'll be
Yeah.
able to make it. Okay, that's very good, Anna. So, anything else that you've seen on truck driving now? Um, mm, Besides, I mean, being very active, because I've talked to several of them, right? Trying to look for homes. Of course, this is the time to buy or sell a house. Anything else that you've seen that is particularly interesting, right? Or that is good to know about truck driving? Um, anything else? Any other? I
So
mean, any other?
sometimes they'll ask me for a license. Show me the license that they're truck drivers, or how long have they been licensed. A lot of times when they've been licensed over 5 years and they're self-employed, then we only need one tax return instead of two. So something that makes it easier. So I know that sometimes we have gotten the licenses from the truck drivers to make sure that they're valid, that they can still have a job, that they can still drive around, that it's not gonna expire soon. But other than that, not really. Everything is the same as if they were a nurse or somebody that gets paid hourly. It's just that instead of hours, it's miles. But
I
everything
see.
else is the same. They do get good income. So I usually know that when a truck driver applies, they'll have good income. It's just a matter of talking to them, seeing their situation. If they need to work on credit, we'll help them work on credit. If they're good to go, then it's just a matter of finding the house that they'll like. But for that, those customers that have heard that being a truck driver and that it's hard to get approved, is not the case. So just talk to somebody that's licensed and knows what they're doing, and hopefully you'll be in your house before you know it.
Yes, that would be amazing. And that's what I told the lady that I talked to, and she was talking to me about the husband, right? This is what we want to do. This is our plans. We want to know, I mean, where to begin. And that's what I explained to her. Well, first of all, what is step number one on purchasing a home, right? Is to get you qualified. That's the first thing I'll do as a real estate agent, right? Of course, we provide the tools and the resources. We know who will be the right, I guess, match for you according to what you're telling us. I'm talking about financing or lending. I mean, according to the information that you give us, then we know you should go through here, there, that, right? So that's what I told her. The first step is get qualified. I know that you will be doing well. Once you do have that, what is the next step? Find a home. Okay, and that's when I kick in. That's when I'll be, like, showing you all the homes that are available in the market. And then what else? I mean, making offers. I mean, with a specific strategy for you to be able to get and win the offer. Now, another thing they asked me this week, or the same lady, is, isn't it very difficult to get a house now, right? I mean, I'm going to be basically losing constantly. And I said, well, not necessarily. It all depends. I mean, which is the property that you're buying, what price range are you at, and who is representing you. I know that we always say this, right? Who represents you matter, or who lends you the money matters. But it is true, because it all depends on the experience and the strategy of the person that is representing you. So I explained to her, don't think that way. Don't think it is difficult to get a house, right? If you have the right strategy and you follow the steps that I'm telling you, I mean, you will find the home that you're looking for, right? You're not necessarily going to lose. So be careful with that, okay? Make sure that you hire someone that is experienced and that they know what they're doing. Very important, okay?
I got a lead today, Iris. It was from another real estate agent, and she said, "Can you call this customer?" So I called the customer 3 times. He didn't answer. So finally, I texted and I said, "So and so referred me to you. I'm calling to explain the home buying process. If you have any questions, this is my cell phone. Let me know what time you're available to talk." And the gentleman replied saying, "I already told the other lady I don't want to run my credit. I don't want to apply for a mortgage. I just want to go see the house."
I see.
And I said, "Well, unfortunately, the sellers are requiring that people get pre-approved before opening their doors to buyers. It's a very competitive market, so you want to be ready in case you have to work on something. That's why you get pre-approved. In case we need to work on something, we work on it while you get ready to buy the house.
Exactly.
Like, if you find the house that you like, then by the time you apply and submit docs, maybe by the time the house is gone, it's somebody already got a contract."
Mhm.
And the person said, "No, no, I'm not interested. I'll go look somewhere else."
Oh
um,
my
so I don't understand. Everybody's saying the same thing. All the real estate agents are saying the same thing. Why do people still don't understand that that's the process? I don't understand.
You're saying who's
By
talking?
the
The,
buyers.
the client was buying. The client was saying that. I don't understand why. I know it's a tough one. It's because this is what happens. I mean, buyers. This is what I've heard over and over. Okay, in 10 years that I've been doing this business, Why would I get pre-approved if I haven't found the house that I like? Right? I mean, that's their way of thinking. Or why would I get pre-approved to see this home if I haven't made my mind? What if it doesn't, what if I don't like it? So this is the answer, okay, for you. I mean, for if you're listening, please pay attention. Okay, this is just to help you though, okay? It's not like we're forcing you to buy something, but especially in these times that we have the pandemic and that the market is very active, sellers are being bombarded with, I don't know, 20, 30 showings in one day. So now sellers are savvy. They've always been savvy, but now they're more. And now they're saying, I don't want you to bring people to my house that they don't qualify to buy this home. Why? Because you're talking about 30 different, showings during the day. They have no life, right? So they want to make sure that you do qualify, because basically the only thing will be is only if you like it, because you're going to present an offer, instead of you telling us, oh, by the way, I need to go find a lender, and the lender is going to take, I don't know, 3-4 days. By then the house is not going to be available in the market. So the reason for that being is that is one, right? We're in an active market, COVID-19 issues. I mean, we don't want to put everybody inside of your home. And second of all, you will have a higher advantage, or you will be in a different level as a buyer if you are qualified. Because what I'm going to be telling the seller is, my client is qualified. This is the letter, okay, a pre-approval letter. I just need you to approve my appointment, because he might be the one buying your home. He's ready to go. If you do it the other way around, if you don't know how much you can qualify or buy for, you're basically just wasting your time, and you're going and run in circles. Now, one thing that you need to remember, all my beautiful buyers, okay, we're not forcing you. It's just free information for you. If you get this pre-approval letter, it's only gonna be good. What is it, Anna? For 3 months?
4 months.
Okay, it's gonna be available for 4 months. Of course, we just follow up with you, but no one is forcing you to make a decision. I mean, we want you to be a stronger buyer. Okay, listen to that. A stronger buyer, but no one is gonna force you. Now you're gonna buy. Okay, and please forget about the situation of, how do I know if, why would I get pre-approved if I don't like the house? I haven't seen the house. Okay, so remember, we're in different times now. You need to be able to adjust. That's what I meant when I said, if you follow the step purchasing process, if we work as a team, you're going to get what you want. We can assure you that you're going to get proven professional results, right? But if you follow what I'm telling you, because we do this every day, right? I mean, this is what
Yeah.
we do. So, I would not telling you this if we didn't know what to do, right? I mean, so listen to us. That way you can get what you want, the
Yeah.
easiest possible. We
Yeah.
have Cynthia right here. Hi, Cynthia. How are you? So Cynthia says the struggle is real. Yes, when buyers don't want to apply before looking at homes. Yes, I hear you, sister. Yes, we all go through that. But
It's like a license to shop. Having that pre-approval letter, it's your license to shop. It's your license to tell people that you're serious about buying. Of course, you have to find the right home, but
yes,
that gives you leverage. That gives you a foot in the door, and then hopefully there's no contingency on the offer or in the pre-approval letter, so that you can get hopefully your offer accepted faster. But like Edie said, we're here to help. We're trying
yes,
to guide you. And what I told this real estate agent after I called her back, and I said, he was pretty upset. He said that he didn't want to apply. He had already said that he didn't want to. I'm like, but after he calls one or two or three real estate agents and they tell him the same thing, he's going to realize that's what it is.
exactly. Yes, some of them need a little bit of time, right? I mean, usually it's different personalities. Not everybody, they think they know what they're doing, which they're not. It's like if I go and tell my doctor what to do. I mean, it's impossible. I mean, he is the expert. I cannot tell him, give me this pill, give me the other pill. I don't want to do that. I mean, he's the one that knows, right? So same thing here, okay? We do this for living. I mean, 24/7. I've been doing this for 10 years. Hannah's been doing this longer. How many years, Hannah?
11.
11. Okay, so then we kind of know, what we're talking about, and it's not to force you. This is not to be pushy. It's just to educate you, which is the whole point of this show. Right after hours real estate is to questions and answers the public may have. That way you can know what is this about, right? And in order for you to listen to this, you're educating yourself, and you can, make the right decisions and hopefully be inside of your home soon. Anita, today my son is playing basketball at
I
6.
hope he wins.
I know. I mean, I'm the main cheerleader, as you know. So thank you so much for watching After Hours Real Estate. We do our best. Anna is also really busy. Okay, we do our best to try to meet you here every Monday at 5. Please let us know if you have any questions related to real estate lending. We're here to support you and help you achieve your dreams and either investments, buying your first home, or acquiring real estate as investment properties to become a landlord. Anything that you need, we're here. We also serve all kinds of properties, right? So let us know if you have any questions. And thank you so much for being with us. Uh, we love being with you. And Anna, thank you so much for being
Thank you,
with us.
Edie, again.
Really appreciate seeing you. And I hope I can talk to you soon, Anita. Thank you. Thank you
Have
for
a beautiful
sharing all
Monday.
your
Thank you.
wisdom.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you for
guys.
having me. Bye bye.
See you next Monday.
Yeah.
Bye.